Let's have a little recap on the E36 build. So these current clips here are from 2 years ago, where I was actually going to get someone else to start doing the project for me, but since then I've decided to do it myself. So as you can see, the car has been fully stripped, we started to gather parts, and I'm actually carrying out this project myself. This red E36 is something that we spotted in the Nürburgring, and that is inspiration in how I want to build mine, as I want to build mine into a track car. I've actually painted the E36 in the same colour as this Range Rover Sport SVR, which is of course Santorini black. I've got no experience painting whatsoever, and my spray booth is actually a makeshift gazebo, and I've actually been doing some of it outside, which some of you are going to cry at. But that being said, I've made good progress on this car. As you can see, the car was fully stripped, it was fully sanded, and then I started to paint it, and it was actually looking really good in the Santorini black. I've done all of the panels first, and then the shell of the car was the last thing I needed to do. But that being said, the car did have some issues. It had a lot of orange peel, which is more like crocodile skin, so there had to be a lot of wet sanding and machine polishing to get it looking nice. So as you can see there, the panels look sort of grey, where I've wet sanded it all down, and then I've started to polish it up to bring back the gloss in the paint. And to be fair, it's actually starting to come up a lot better. I've decided once the car's all fitted up properly, that's when I'll focus all of the rest of the time polishing up the car, because there's no point going to town on it until everything's fitted up. We'll end up scratching it and then end up having to repolish it again. That being said, I've had to actually repaint the shell of the car, as there was some issues with it which wasn't ideal. So as you see there, I'm starting to wet sand and polish it back to get it back looking like new again. Next stages of it was fitting it up and starting to underbody seal in the arches, as obviously these E36s suffer with a lot of rust. So as you can see here, the arches were looking a bit tired and looking a bit rough. We will be changing all the brakes and suspension at some point, but for this sake we're just focusing on underbody sealing. So as you can see there, the arches are looking a lot better.